Hello, babes. Today's a writing day, so I thought what a perfect opportunity to finally do our Q&A. So, I have my laptop here, and let's get into it. It's so weird to talk to you, like, as myself. Okay, question 1, have I ever done any acting or any theater? Yes, I have, and thank you so much for asking this question because it's my favorite thing in the entire world to talk about. I studied the Meisner method of acting in Austin, Texas. My coach is named Laurel Vouvray, I'll say that again. And she still coaches the Meisner method of acting, and she herself studied under Sanford Meisner, and so she knows what she's talking about, and she's amazing. And I studied with her for several years, but I have always wanted to be an actor. When I was 8 years old, I got pulled up on stage in front of the entire school at an assembly, and I got to act, and I was hooked. It was like divine intervention that had happened. Question 2. What made you start posting? What helped you to take the leap and just start uploading? Well, I started making the skits as a creative outlet when my firstborn was still a baby. Basically, I couldn't not do it. I was trying to figure out a way to still be an actor, though I had a little baby at home and also wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. How do I be an actor? And I thought that if I started making skits at home and putting them online, then maybe someone would see them and would cast me in something. And wouldn't that be great? I've always wanted to do this. And so it's never been an issue of like not wanting to be seen or like being embarrassed that anyone that I know is going to see me. I've always wanted to be an actor. And I think anyone I've ever really met ever has known that about me. How did the McAllister skit series come to be? Okay, so this is so interesting because I did not mean for things to go like this. So I started making these skits several years ago, right? When I first made skits, I would make John act in them with me. And he told me that I was way too mean, and so he didn't want to do them anymore. So it was really convenient when I got on TikTok because I was like, oh, I could just play all the parts. Like, I don't have to rely on anyone else. This is fantastic. I'm not mean, I'm bossy. So when I got on TikTok, I was just making mom comedy videos, different scenarios that moms face. In doing that, I created this sort of like a mother-in-law character. She wasn't specifically Barb at first, but I very quickly realized that like, oh, this resonates with a lot of people. And so Barb was born. And then after Barb, I created a John, I created a Jennifer. People were asking for a sister-in-law character who is like younger and thinks she knows everything and thinks that she could do it better than you and thinks that you're doing everything wrong and is kind of mean, probably because she was raised by that matriarch who's sort of mean and invalidating. And so I thought that was fun to play with. And then I was like, you know what's going to be really fun is to put that character through pregnancy and childbirth and see what happens. And that's how the McAllister family was born. It was with Jennifer's pregnancy storyline. So that brings us to question 4, which is how much of the McAllister family's skit series is based on my real life? Virtually none. My name is Shawna, and I am a mom of 2, and I do have a husband named John. But that's it. Everything else, it has taken on a life of its own. My experience as a mother and having 2 kids and having extended family members and, you know, having friends and neighbors and drama in life, because life itself is dramatic, has informed my storytelling, but I do not recreate my real life in skit form. That would be absurd. Question 5, do I write the skits as I go or is the storyline planned ahead of time? Both. It's both because I have the storyline plotted out through the end of the year, so I know the big beats, the big things that are going to happen. But I don't have it written out, and so surprises can happen. For example, I did not plan to do a flashback and look at Barb's life. That was something that a lot of you guys requested, and I was like, okay, let's get into it. Let's humanize Barb. 6, I think this is 6. What character or skit storyline is the most surprisingly emotional for me to play? Okay, hold on, I might have to pause and think about it. Surprisingly emotional. I guess none of it really surprises me because when you are taking on toxic family dynamics, like that stuff cuts deep. So of course they're going to be emotional storylines. You know what? I do remember doing Jen's birth, and I was having to like really scream, and I sobbed after that. So I take it back. Jen's storyline made me sob. I was sobbing, crying after that one, and Shawna's worries when she found out her surprise pregnancy. You know what? And then Greg is surprisingly emotional for me too. So I'm just lying and you can't take my word for any of these answers. Okay, 6, 7. Oh my God. I lost count, guys. Okay, how do you have so much chemistry with yourself? Hold on, let's see if I could do it right now. Did I do it? Hold on. Hey. Anyway, I don't know. I just think about flirting, and even though I'm acting across myself, it's not like I'm staring in a mirror and like flirting with myself. I'm imagining the person that I'm flirting with when I'm looking at my my like eye line when I'm shooting it. So it's not like, I do this to get off, you guys. How do you handle the workload? What's your schedule look like? Lately, I'm not handling it very well. I got sick with pneumonia a couple weeks ago, and it so threw me off, and I am still like trying to play catch up. So when I go a couple of days between posting even the shorts that I used to post every single day, this is why. I am trying to get back on that 1 video a day schedule. I was a stay-at-home mom when I very first started doing this work, and now I'm a work from home mom. And my husband does all of the childcare when I'm working, because there's nothing, I can't look at this setup. I can't have kiddos down here when I'm doing a video, when I'm making a video. That doesn't really answer the question very well, but it's a lot, and I do what I can, and I'm trying to get on a schedule. Good answer. Okay. This question cracks me up. Are you actually pregnant in real life? I'm not pregnant. And if you guys keep on speaking it into existence, I'm going to be so mad if it happens. Which character is most like me? This is a really fun question. I am most like John and Mama D, but I'm not as sweet as Mama D. I've got some bite to me. I used to be Jennifer. Okay, so Jennifer is a version of me from when I was like 19, like a stupid kid who thought she knew everything and was sort of a bitch about it. But that's not me anymore. And then here's a little bonus question. Can we meet real life John? Yes, you can. Hi.
Hey.
Are you excited?
I am. I'm excited.
Okay. This is John.
Hey.
I have some questions.
Okay, don't want to peek.
Here, I'll move back so you can have your time to shine.
Full and center here. Nice.
Hey, real life John.
Hey, what's up?
What do you think about me making these skits?
They are.
No, tell them. Not me.
Sorry. Here's the thing about these skits, right? They are like the culmination of so much work that Shawna has been putting in over so many years. And I have seen her acting for decades now.
Yeah, very sweet.
Well, it's true. And to see you doing what you love, and to see people love you doing what you love, and to know like how much thought and effort and
all right, you like them. Stop it.
And they make me laugh. And I write down tips on, Shawna likes to be flirted with this, something like that.
It's not real. Okay, all right.
Hey, what's up? You're blushing.
I am. Moving on. Do you think you're like John?
That's a good question. Yeah. I am probably like a little bit like John. Yeah. He has my silliness, my occasional horn dogginess.
It's good that you know yourself.
Yeah. My fun and insight. But also like some of the times when he is not very thoughtful, that's also kind of me at times. So, I've made mistakes. But no, he's not.
As have we all.
Yeah, of course. No, but he's not 100% me.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh, fuck. Good question.
You said fuck.
Oh, can I not say fuck?
You can't.
Okay, good.
I say fuck too.
You
That's
say
fine.
fuck all the time.
I know, but never as me, only as character.
Oh,
anyway, go on.
F. Good question.
No, I say in real life. Okay, go.
Shawna absolutely is my 100% favorite.
Who is not me.
Oh,
that's not me.
Jen's a lot of fun. It's probably Jen.
Jen's me when I was like 19.
I know. That's probably why she's my second favorite.
Oh, which character do you think is most like me?
Most like you. Can I say Piper? Probably Piper.
Amazing. All right, you can go away now. Oh, this is not a viewer submitted question.
Oh, fun. This is a Shawna question.
A Shawna question. What was it like when I put you in skits?
Oh man!
When I first started this.
Have people seen those? Are those like?
No, I'm trying to find them, but they're on an external hard drive that I cannot find.
A lot of fun. A lot of like silliness, and I felt like a lot of pressure because I knew it was like important to you, and I didn't want to fuck it up. I didn't want to f it up, so like I wanted to make sure like I was doing what I needed to be doing. And you were a director. You were like, do it like this, do it like that. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
What a kind way to say that I was bossy.
Oh, yeah, totally, but in a good way. Sometimes it's fun when you're bossy.
Get out of here. All right. Bye. Do you have a queen?
Go fish.
Isn't it crazy to think that we had the sex?
Yes, we did.
And then juices merged inside of my organs and like festered.
You're pretty.
And that grew a human. And then and he came out, and now he's just like huge and walking around demanding yogurt and stuff.
No, yeah. But you know, that's how we advance as beings. That's what we do to grow as a society. We have the sex.
That's true. It's funny that sex is a taboo then.
Yeah, I think that's more just here though. I don't think it's really taboo like other countries. I don't think it's taboo in Europe.
That's true. I read this thing that like Finland or somewhere, they actually teach their kids about sex. Like they make it a priority to make sure the kid like understands emotionally and intellectually what exactly they're like